Hello YouTube fam, how are you doing? And welcome to Athena Virtues channel. This is Athena and I am your spiritual guide and your astrologer. Today I will be going through and exploring with you the aspects and the forecast for the week commencing March the 17th up till the 22nd. And I will go through each of the zodiac signs at the end of the video as well. Guys, just a heads up, and before I start, we are under the influence of Neptune or Poseidon, as you see in the image here, for pretty much this week and many weeks to come, because Neptune is literally at an erratic degree on the cusp between Pisces and Aries, as I've shown you before, and I'm going to show you on the transit chart. And Neptune is going to enter Aries. It's going to ingress in Aries at 0 degree on March 30th. Okay, so you got to understand that we're still under the influence of Neptune, and it's very, very potent, very strong energy. Okay, so let's start. And as you see in the picture here, I'm just going to give you a brief description about Neptune. Neptune in the Roman mythology, Neptune basically is a planet. It's number 8 away or far from the sun. Okay, but Neptune in the Roman mythology is the god of the waters, all waters, and is actually Poseidon in the Greek mythology. As you see, Poseidon is riding his horses. Poseidon or Neptune is the creator of the horses. Horsey is actually the ruler, but Poseidon in the Greek mythology creates actually the horses. Okay, so Poseidon rules over horses, dolphins, bulls, and seahorses, as you see in the image here. Who is Poseidon? Poseidon is the son of Cronus, which is Saturn in the Roman mythology, and the brother of Zeus, which is Jupiter in the Roman mythology. Zeus is in Greek mythology. Okay, and once again, Poseidon or Neptune rules over all waters, the sea, the ocean, all kind of waters. Okay, and Poseidon or Neptune is actually or rules over rainstorms, all kind of storms, tornadoes, winds, and floods and earthquakes as well. Okay, so this is just a brief idea about Neptune. And just to let you know, guys, and this is on a side note, I have recorded a video yesterday and I was on camera, and all of a sudden after I filmed the video, and it took me about 45-50 minutes, I have decided not to upload it into YouTube because it was just not me. It was like totally different person. I felt like no way, I am not going to upload this video. So I have decided to redo the video and just to focus on the transit and the transit chart. Okay, and I'm going to explain to you why in the next segment of the video. And this is the second segment of the video, guys. And as you see in the chart, this is starting on March the 17th. And as you see in the chart here, we have Neptune. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to use different color. Sorry, guys. I just want to... So everything is clear. Oops. Why it's black? I don't want black. This is so weird. Okay, so as you see in the chart here, Neptune is at 29 degrees and 31 minutes. Neptune is still in Pisces technically. It's literally an erratic degree. It's on the cusp, okay, because Neptune is going to enter into Aries at the end of March. So the feelings of this month, and as you see, the sun is at 27 degrees. The sun is heading over to Aries. And the sun officially is going to enter into Aries on March the 20th. And you'll see in the next segment, because I'll be talking a lot about the sun. The sun is going to go over Neptune. It's going to conjunct Neptune, okay? And then it's going to be heading over to Aries, okay? You see Saturn at 22 degrees. The North Node is at 27 degrees. So technically, the North Node and Neptune and the sun is in conjunction right now, okay? Even though like it's at 2 degrees, but that's what the conjunction is, okay? Actually, on the 19th, the sun and Neptune will create an exact conjunction, which we call it Neptune Cazimi. But let's just talk about the 17th of March. And I'm pretty sure wherever you are, you have experienced this. Lots of rain, rainstorms. There was also tornadoes in certain areas in the States. Here in Canada, where I am in Toronto, we've had lots of rains the past few days. Today, it's kind of early in the morning. It was so foggy. It's the visibility it's like zero visibility early in the morning. We're talking early in the morning. Yesterday was same thing, but it was like pouring rain, okay? So this feelings or this energy of the sun and the North Node and Neptune conjunction, especially the sun and North Node, okay? You see both at 27 degrees and 28 minutes. The sun is at 28 minutes, and the North. So this is an exact conjunction. And who rules over the North Node? The North Node is obviously is under the rulership of Neptune and Jupiter, okay? And Jupiter is under the rulership of Mercury, which is retrograde now in Aries. And as I'm recording this on the 17th, as you see, Mercury is already retrograde now, okay? And rules over Jupiter. And Mercury also rules over the South Node in Virgo, okay? And we've just had the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo on the 14th. And I'm pretty sure we're still under the energy of the lunar eclipse, okay, until the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, which is going to be on the 29th. But let's just focus on the sun and North Node conjunction. Once again, they are both under the rulership of Neptune and Jupiter, and Neptune is actually also making conjunction with the sun and the North Node. So what is the energy we feel right now? The energy we feel right now is literally associated with fear, uncertainty, confusion, especially that we have just, as I mentioned, we're just after the math, right? Like after the full moon lunar eclipse, we feel that we've had a heartache because of something eclipsed out of our life. Something is ending, something was finalized, and we need to deal with it now, okay? We need to deal with the pain, we need to deal with the heartache, we need to deal with the loss, whatever it is in your life. As you see here, the moon, okay, which is rules over our emotions, is in Scorpio and making a square, okay, with Pluto. And obviously the moon is under the rulership of Pluto because Pluto rules Scorpio, right? And also the moon squares Pluto, the hidden realm, the hidden world, okay? The deception, the something that's, is going to creep into our life without, something rules over, like Pluto rules over transformation, rules over death. And we just went through the full moon lunar eclipse. So we're dealing with the pain right now. We're dealing with our tears. We're dealing with our emotions, okay? And it's very tense. It feels like, you feel like you're fearful. You feel like, oh my goodness, what's the future is hiding for me after the separation, after the divorce, after, quitting my job, after whatever that full moon lunar eclipse caused in your life, okay? Or dealing with that past trauma, or dealing with this toxic ex or whatever it is. Like, I don't know, depending. And I spoke about it in the full moon lunar eclipse for each of the zodiac signs. But whatever that, placement of Virgo or the full moon lunar eclipse related to your own natal chart. Okay.
Hey guys,
as I mentioned,
I don't know what to say. I was recording for about 10 minutes and all of a sudden I found that was paused and it wasn't recording. So I had to go through it again and redo it. Exactly. Mercury retrograde and the disillusionment and the confusion and the illusion of Neptune. And I was talking about March the 17th, which is Monday, and the conjunction between the Sun and the North Node. Okay. So we are now, as we speak, dealing with aftermath, like after the full moon lunar eclipse. What we need to do now is we need to acknowledge our soul purpose and just forget and forgive, as we've already gone through the heartache and the pain. Okay, we've already experienced that, especially with the Scorpio full moon squares Pluto. We are dealing with the pain as we speak. We're dealing with the loss. We're dealing with the broken heart, basically. Okay, the wounded heart after the loss, whatever the loss this in the placement of Virgo in your natal chart. Because remember, if you are Pisces or if you are Virgo, if you are Pisces, this is in your 7th house. And please go back and watch my previous video. If you are Virgo, that's in your house. Okay. If you are Sagittarius, then that's your 10th house. Okay. If you are Gemini, then that's your 4th house. So these are the angular houses. These are the most affected. The mutable signs are mostly affected by this full moon lunar eclipse. So you feel the pain now. Once again, the moon is in Scorpio, is ruled by Pluto, and is also ruled by Mars. Okay, so Pluto wants us to overcome that pain, wants to overcome that. It gives us that intense energy. Okay, but we need to overcome it. It is intense. Remember, Pluto it makes you go through the transformation, but it is very painful. It's very tense. It's very, deep. Okay. But Pluto also makes you overcome it, especially with Mars also rules over. So now what's happening? Mars and the full moon are in mutual reception because the moon is ruled by Cancer, or the moon is the ruler of Cancer and Mars is the ruler of Scorpio. So there's mutual reception. It's a trine. It's not exact trine. Okay, but they are in mutual reception. So it's Mars pushing you forward, telling you you need to take action. You need to overcome this pain. I don't care anymore. I have to care about me. I have to take care of me. I have to, initiate something new to overcome this pain, whatever the loss is. Okay, and to be perfectly honest, for Cancer and Scorpio, maybe this is not really a major loss because, or maybe it doesn't affect you direct, because remember, whatever in Virgo, that full moon and lunar eclipse in Virgo sextiles Cancer and sextiles Scorpio. Okay, so it's not something major. Okay, it's a lot easier than if you are Gemini or Sagittarius, but still the energy now for everybody else, and especially mutable signs, it's like I have to move on. I have to, turn this new chapter basically in my life. I have to end this cycle. Okay, and remember, what makes it even potent, this energy, is the North Node. Okay, I have to move on. The North Node is your life path. Is to put you in alignment with your life path. It's the transit North Node. It's the transit life path, but it's in order for you to take another path towards your own life path. So let's say, for example, sorry guys, I have to erase this because I don't want to pause it again and then I find myself all of a sudden I'm not recording. Okay, so let's assume that your North Node is in Capricorn, right? So in order for you to be in alignment with your North Node in Capricorn, you have to take another path. And this is the transit path. Okay? The transit North Node is in order for you to take another route, another direction, to be in alignment with your own life path. I hope I explained it clear enough. So, but anyways, this is all in a preparation. This sun conjunction with the North Node, this is preparing us for the new moon solar eclipse that's going to happen on March 29th in Aries. Okay, we need to move on. We need to turn on new chapter in our lives. Okay, we don't want to deal with the same BS. We're done with it. I can't deal with it anymore. I have to be strong. I learned my lessons. That's what Saturn. I learned my lessons. It's okay if I failed in this experience. It's an experience at the end of the day. If it's okay if I fell. Okay, it's okay if I dropped something. It's okay if I fail. It's okay, because we learn, we succeed from our failures, as long as we don't repeat the same thing over and over again. And this is the March, this is the 19th of March at 7:24 p.m. at Eastern Standard Time, my time in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And this is the transit chart of March the 19th. And what we see here is Neptune and the Sun conjunction at 29 degrees and 36 minutes. Okay, so this is called when a planet conjoin the Sun, okay, at the same degree and the same house. We call it Cazimi. Okay, so it is Neptune Cazimi. Okay, and I am going to explain to you what's Neptune Cazimi energy. As we see here, it's actually very close to the North Node. It's still conjunct the North Node, and actually everything right now, and Neptune and the Sun at 29 degrees 36, this is on the cusp. Okay, this is just few days before Neptune, because Neptune is very slow. The Sun gonna enter and is headed towards Aries, and is going to enter into Aries. Now look, the Sun is still in Pisces on the cusp. Okay, and I'm talking about the 19th. The Sun gonna enter into Aries tomorrow on the 20th. Sorry guys, I'm recording this on the 17th, but just I'm talking about the chart. So the Sun enters into Aries on the 20th. Okay, but Neptune, it's gonna take Neptune few days until the 30th, when Neptune ingress into Aries. Okay, and I mentioned that before in my Saturn video I did back in December of 2024, and I talk about the energy of Neptune. We are still under the energy of confusion, of like I'm dreaming. I don't know if this dream gonna come through, or if it's a nightmare. It could be a nightmare. Even nightmares come through, right? They do happen, okay? Like bad dreams, or if it's a pleasant dream. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to execute this vision, okay? There's something that I'm dreaming of. It could manifest in different, but you are confused. You are uncertain, okay? Uncertain. Now, once again, it all depends on what aspect Neptune is making with your own sign, okay? So, for example, if you are Aquarius, it's sextiling you, okay? However, if you are, mutable sign like Gemini and late degree Gemini, it's squaring you, okay? If you are Cancer, late degree Cancer, then it's technically trining you. Even like it's within 29 degrees, it's still trining with Mars, okay? So depending on what the aspect that this 29 degree or this Neptune Cazimi is making with your own planets in your natal chart, okay? So what I'm trying to say here is the energy of Neptune
Cazimi, because the sun is shedding the light, okay, on something going on in your life, something foggy, something unclear, something you are uncertain about, something you are maybe disappointed, something is your vision is blurred, okay, you don't know what's going to happen, okay. And remember, and I mentioned that in the first segment of the video, we are still going to see lots of rainstorms, lots of fogginess early in the morning or late at night. Okay, there could be even earthquake at certain areas of the world. Okay, we were still going to be seeing winds and I don't know if I said rainstorms, but or maybe even floods or tornadoes or whatever. Okay, because that's what Neptune rules. Okay, even though the sun, so that all makes it uncertain what's going to happen after this incident or this mother nature anger. Okay, what's going to happen next? What am I going to do? I don't know. Okay, it's confusing. I can't see clear. Okay, I am disappointed. You'll be in kind of a disbelief. Okay, guys, at the beginning of the video I mentioned that I have filmed the video yesterday and I was going to upload it. Okay, but after I finished, it took me about 45-50 minutes, and then I watched the video and I found that it wasn't me. It was totally different person. Okay, you can't believe it, guys. I felt like when I looked at myself in the video, even though I usually cleanse the lenses of the camera I usually use the same preparation, but it was just totally different person. I was so blonde. I don't know. My eyes look weird. My hair look weird. Everything looks so weird. Even the color of my dress looks so different. Okay, and that's all the illusion of Neptune. And you can experiment that, guys. You can't believe it, okay? Because Neptune is kind of very reflective. It's like a mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. You can see yourself. You are different. You look different. I looked at myself today early in the morning in the mirror and I'm like, no way, that's not me. I look so weird. It's not weird in a bad way, okay? Like, don't take me wrong, but I just didn't look me. Look the normal me, the usual who I am. Okay, it's like my hair looks different, and I don't know, my eyes and my complexion. I'm usually fair. I'm fair person. You see me all the time, but I just look so much fair. It's like there's no color in my skin. Absolutely not. Okay, it's just a weird feeling, guys. Okay, and once again, you can experiment this yourselves and look at yourself in the mirror. That's all the Neptune illusion. Okay, and we are still going to be under this feelings for many days and probably even many weeks. Okay, because Neptune, once at this energetic degree, is for us to be prepared to enter a new era. Okay, and when you enter this new era, it's like a child. It's a rebirth. A child was reborn. Okay, oh, who am I? That's not me. And you know what? That's what Aries is. And I'm going to talk about it further when the sun actually ingresses into Aries on the 20th. But that's the feeling of, this is not me. I'm different. I'm totally different person now. Okay, so it's the energy of this belief. Okay, if the energy of you can't recognize yourself. Now, as I mentioned, Neptune energy is also going to pick on our dreams as well. For some of us, the dreams are going to be very vivid, very potent. And it's like you're seeing something, it's going to happen. You think about something, it's going to happen. That's how Neptune energy is very strong, especially if you are Cancer or if you are Scorpio or Pisces. Okay, but if you are another sign, it could be, and once again, depending on what aspect it is doing with you, it could be a nightmare. It could be like, oh my God, why I'm seeing that person, especially also with Venus retrograde. It's very close. It's within 4 degrees See here, Venus retrograde in Aries. And Neptune is almost entering Aries. Okay, we are in the energy of re-evaluating ourselves, re-evaluating our values, our standards, our money, our uh, appearance. Everything is under re-evaluation. Our relationship, depending on what Venus rules over in your own natal chart. This ex that came from the past, what does he want or what does she want from me? Why I have to deal with this again? That chapter, like, let's say you are in the 11th, in chapter number 11th in your life, but this person was in chapter number 2 or chapter number 3. I'm already over that chapter. Okay, why have to go back and revisit that chapter? You know that feeling? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, and it's totally up to you. Look, guys, I want to make something very clear here. Okay, and I know lots of you who are following certain faith or certain religion might think, oh, it's all up to God. God is going to save me. God is going. Listen. You know I'm spiritual, but let me tell you this fact. Okay, the nature or the divine or the God, whatever you call it, God. To me, it's the higher power, the higher source, the divine. Okay, doesn't give a shit about what's going on. Okay? Doesn't give a shit about our misery. It doesn't give a shit what the disappointment we're going through. Okay? Doesn't give a shit to save you or not to save you. It's all up to you. The divine provided us with the energy. The divine's energy is within us. We are co-creators of our lives. Okay? So, and the divine also give us the will to control over our actions, our behavior, okay, and how we react to any certain situation. We have that power within us. We have that control within our fingertips, okay? So it's totally up to you. We have the divine's energy. We have God's energy within us. Okay, so don't tell me, oh my God, if I'm in a situation or I'm gonna wait until God creates something in my life. I am gonna wait and I'm praying day and night and look, guys, you do whatever you want. I'm not I don't want to make you doubt your belief or faith. Okay, your belief system or your faith. It's up to you to think it through. Okay, it's to me, and based on my spirituality and the level I reach in spirituality, it's all about energy. Okay, so if you pray 100 times during the day, that's all energy. Okay, you're putting energy out in the universe. Okay, so whether you spend 100 hours or you spend 5 minutes focusing on positivity, on turning a bad chapter or a failure, turning that chapter into new chapter. Okay, that's all about energy. Okay, and because we are still in the energy of the full moon lunar eclipse, we are in the energy now to burn something out of our life. Did you hear me? Burn it out. What does that mean? Burn it and let it go. Okay, when we are in the new moon solar eclipse or new moon in general, we need to manifest something new, something positive. So what the energy we have to put out in the universe is that I'm starting this new experience. I'm starting a new relationship. I'm starting a new job. I'm going to succeed. I am successful. I am happy. I am abundant. I am lovable. Okay, that's the energy when it's a new moon. When it's full moon and especially lunar eclipse, the energy is I am overcoming that disappointment. Okay, I am letting go. I am forgiving. I am forgetting. Okay, I let go. I need to move on. Okay, that's the energy of letting go, the energy of forgetting, the energy of turning new chapter in your life. Okay, so the energy you need to put out in the universe is that you're done with this chapter. You're done with this ex. You're done with this toxic relationship. That's the energy, I'm going to say it again, of the full moon. Okay,
So that's what you need to repeat. That's the affirmation you need to say every day. You're not going to start anything during the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse, sorry. You're not starting anything new during the lunar eclipse, okay? And not only lunar eclipse, it's Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde in where? In Aries, okay? And Aries is all about starting over, planting new seeds. But I repeat again, Venus is retrograde and Mercury retrograde. And let me tell you guys, in the next few days, we will have Venus Cazimi and we will have Mercury Cazimi as well, meaning the Sun gonna conjoin Venus and on the 22nd, and the Sun gonna conjoin or conjunct Mercury on the 24th at exact same degree. So that's a Cazimi, okay? But still, do not start anything new, okay? Do not start anything new. And let me just touch base on something happened here in Canada. We've had a new installed leader in the Liberal department. That leader's name is Mark Carney, and I don't give a shit if you guys are interested in politics or not. I know there are lots of my viewers and audience are in US and Canada. Okay, so that's why, not that's why, but I have to say that. Okay, so this new leader, his name is Mark Carney. Okay, he was sworn in on Friday, on just few hours. Okay, less than 24 hours before Mercury station retrograde. Okay, and within like the Mercury retrograde energy and on the full moon lunar eclipse. Okay, this is a new leader, was not elected. This leader was not. He is unelected by people. We did not elect this person. He was installed by his party, the Liberal Party. Okay, this guy signed something, even though he doesn't have the authority to do it. It's funny, the mainstream media was saying this guy eliminated the carbon tax. Okay, the taxes we pay over gas and energy and stuff like that. When we go to the gas station and fill up gas and everything, we pay lots of money. We pay lots of taxes, by the way, here in Canada. And if you're Canadian, you know what I'm talking about. But this guy has no authority whatsoever to sign executive orders. The parliament here works differently than in the States. Like what we've seen, President Trump was signing executive orders, that's in his authority. Okay, but here in Canada, it's totally different. It has to be voted by the parliament members, and then it has to be signed by the governor general, which I don't like this type of parliament, but whatever. This is how it is here in Canada. So this guy cannot eliminate anything. All he's done is to put it on hold, is to halt it, technically, okay? So the reason why he did that is so that for the purpose of election. So he is going to be elected, okay? But then, because this guy, at one point in time, he was the governor of Bank of Canada, and this guy has so multiple nationalities, and he was then quit his job here in the Bank of Canada and went over to the UK and became the England Bank or something like that, okay? So, but anyways, the point is, this guy has no authority to do that, okay? And this guy is actually very deceptive. Believe it or not, guys, this guy's sun is actually in Pisces, okay? I looked at his natal chart. He has his sun in Pisces, and his moon is actually in Virgo, where the full moon was. And I'm just going to put it out there for you. Whoever is listening to this video, we will have a total lunar eclipse in Pisces in September this year, okay? We will have a total lunar eclipse where his sun is, okay? This is not his transit, his natal chart, by the way, guys. This is the transit of the 19th, but I'm just telling you, and I'm just giving you an example, and maybe at the end of the video I'm gonna let you see his natal chart. Actually, just give me 1 second. So yeah, guys, this is Mark Carney is natal chart. The stuff in the blue here, the inner circle, this is his natal chart, okay? And the outsider or the outer circle is the transit on September the 7th, as you see here, because I've already taken a screenshot of this, transit, because yesterday when I recorded the video, I was talking about it. But anyways, I'm not going to spend too much time. So, but anyways, this is the full moon, the total full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is going to happen on September the 7th. Okay. And you see here, the North Node is at 18 degree Pisces. The North Node is exactly on, by the way, we don't know his ascendant, but based on when I put the chart at 12 noon, it looks like that it could be, not 100%, that he has ascendant or rising in Cancer. Okay, so but anyways, so here you can see that his midheaven is actually in Aries. Okay, and we have Mercury here at 13 degree. But anyways, what I want to focus on is the full moon lunar eclipse. It's a total lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is exactly on top of his Saturn. Okay, and Saturn is leadership, is control. Okay, and we have an eclipse. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Saturn is control, is being dominant, is regulation, is rulership, okay, is unfair rulership. But there is an eclipse over it, full moon lunar eclipse. And the moon rules over his ascendant. That's if his ascendant was actually in in Cancer. Okay, in September we have Jupiter in Cancer. Okay, and we have this is natally his North Node is in Gemini, and obviously South Node in Sagittarius. Okay, and the transit North Node in Pisces, it literally in exact square with his North Node. Do you see this, guys? There's square between the transit North Node and his natal North Node. Not only that, the South Node is on top of his Mars. Do you see this? And on top of his moon as well. This is his moon. His moon is in Virgo, and his Mars is in Virgo. He has a Pluto in Virgo, so there is a conjunction here. Okay, see? And his Uranus is in Virgo as well. So there is a stellium in Virgo, and there's conjunction as well, because they're all within few degrees. The Sun is conjunct his Pluto, and his natal Uranus is in opposition to the eclipse, the total eclipse in Pisces. And his Uranus is in opposition to his own Saturn. Uranus is in opposition to the transit North Node. So for me, what I see from this, and this is once again Mark Carney, you see? Okay? This is Mark Carney. Everything, the inner circle, I repeat again, is his natal chart. This is Mark Carney birth chart. Once again, the inner circle. The outer circle is the transit on September the 7th, when we will have full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. So this is an indication for me that this guy is not going to last. Okay? This rulership is going to end, and end in a very bad way. End in failure. End in shame. End in embarrassment. Okay? That's what I see. And I don't want to take too long about this, but this is just for your information. So, going back to the transit on March the 19th, as I mentioned, guys, okay? And I know this video is going to be a little long, and it's only about this week, the week by the 22nd or the 24th, okay? But look, guys, we have Venus retrograde, once again, very close to Neptune. Okay, so the feeling or the energy we have, whatever Venus rules in your natal chart, okay, you are evaluating something. You are thinking, oh my goodness, why I have to deal with this situation again? Why I have to deal with this ex? Why? And it's beyond your control. You are all of a sudden reminiscing about the ex, reminiscing about, it's like you're haunted by these memories, or reminiscing about a job experience, or a co-worker, or a childhood trauma, or how your father or mother was abusive, whatever the case may be, whatever the experience you have, you are haunted by those memories. It might even visit you in your dreams. You might see it, in your dreams again. So what you need to do at this time, it's all about reevaluation, okay? Because once again, that's the energy of Neptune, okay? The energy of Neptune is about disappointment, and the energy of the energy of Venus, we're evaluating that thing, okay? We don't need, so we're going to be haunted by that memory or that dream or that experience, but we need, the reason why we are revisiting that, so we can reevaluate it, okay? So we can overcome it. Because if you can't heal the matter, okay, remember Pluto, okay? Pluto is squaring Lilith. So we need to visit that past wounds, that childhood trauma, that whatever bad experience or unpleasant experience that we've had. And with the full moon lunar eclipse, before we turn down that chapter, or turn into a new chapter, we have to heal that situation. Even if it was disappointment, even if it was failure, we have to reevaluate it in order for us to overcome it in the future, and we don't we don't experience that the same pattern again. We don't go through that cycle again, or that pattern again. Even if those exes come and visit us, send us a text message, call us, or whatever, do you want to deal with that toxic ex? Do you want to deal with that toxic friend? Do you want to deal with that person who hurt you, who caused heartache in your life? It's up to you, okay? But also, the reason it's revisiting or re-entering our life, because we have Venus and Mercury both are in retrograde. So also the energy of Neptune, and we're still talking about the 19, but this, and as I said at the very beginning of the video, we are under the influence of Neptune for many, many weeks, not only this week, but this is because it's an erratic degree. It's very critical in our life, okay? It's the energy is very strong, because Neptune is moving from one energy, from Pisces. Look, Neptune is on the cusp and entering into new era, new energy, Aries, okay? So that's why the energy is very strong. It's going to stick with us for a while, okay? Even after Neptune enters into Aries, because Neptune in Aries is going to be at 0 degree for many days, and 1 degree. This is all erratic degrees, okay? So remember, Neptune rules over water, and water is our emotions, okay? I repeat again, it's our emotions. So what you need to do around this time, and I've said that again, I'm going to say it the last time before I go into the 20th of March, we are still under the influence of Virgo, the full moon lunar eclipse. We need to burn away that chapter, okay? What does that mean, burn it? Burn it, because when you put something in water, it gets heavier. Let's say you put a piece of paper. Like if you are trying to manifest something new into your life, you're going to put it in water, okay? So you are trying to keep that energy because you're manifesting something new. But if you are letting go of something under the lunar eclipse, the full moon, you are going to burn it away and let it go, okay? Burn it and get rid of it. You dump it in the garbage, you flush it in the toilet, you let it go in you blow it in the wind, whatever. You have to burn it and let it go, okay? Or rip it to pieces, but you have to let it go and throw it away, even from where you live. I'm just giving you an example. Okay, so that's you need to the affirmations of this this week until the new moon solar eclipse in Aries is to let go of that painful chapter, let go of that toxic relationship. Okay, guys, that's what I want you to focus on right now. This is March 20th at 5:02 a.m. my time in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Eastern Standard Time. And what's happening on the 20th is the sun, as you see in the chart here. Okay, this is the sun at 0 degree Aries. This is the sun ingressed into Aries. Okay, so Aries, happy birthday to all Aries out there. This is the most beautiful energy ever. Why I'm saying that? Because we are now on the 20th at 5:02 a.m. in the spring equinox. Aries is the first sign of the zodiacal wheel and the zodiacal year. Aries is the first era in the entire universe on a planet Earth. And originally, we were all Aries. Okay, this is the energy of the baby when the baby is born. Aries is the baby of the zodiac. Okay, so this is the energy we all feel. We are reborn. We are rebirthed. Rebirth. Okay, we are born again. That's the energy of the sun at 0 degree Aries. Okay, the sun is the energy of happiness, of reborn, of baby, of a child, okay, of I'm new, I am, look at me, I'm the only one here, I have fingers, I have hand, oh, I have skin, I have eyes, look at me, pay attention to me. That's the energy of Aries. Okay, that's why I always tell you, Aries is the child of the zodiac. We all gonna feel that energy, okay? We all feel that we are starting something new, something beautiful. The sun exalted in Aries. You see, do you feel me, guys? I feel that energy because I am a cardinal sign. I'm Cancer, Sun and Rising. Okay, so all cardinal signs will feel this energy, and we are just few days away from the sun enters into exaltation house. Okay, the sun is so happy when enters into Aries. Our soul purpose. Okay, the purpose, the core of who you really are. That's the feeling. Your individuality. You are unique. You are individual. Embrace that feeling. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace your individuality. That's what the sun is telling you. Okay? The sun is telling you, you are who you are. You should be happy. You are happy because of who you are. Not who the environment make you to be, or your parents, or your siblings, or your workers, co-workers, or whoever in your environment. No, you are who you are authentically, truly are. Okay, so be yourself. Embrace that, your authentic self. This is a very good, very beautiful feelings, guys, and I feel it despite that Neptune disappointment, Neptune hesitancy, Neptune disillusionment and confusion. But you gotta understand, Neptune is also about faith, okay? About belief, about trust. So it's not only the disappointment, it's not only the illusion. No, it's also about you need to trust, because Neptune rules over the faith system, the belief system, the belief in the higher power, the belief in the divine, and the belief in nature, okay? Believe in God. Neptune rules over that as well in the sign of Pisces, the last sign of the zodiacal wheel. Okay, and you know what? Once Neptune, look, Neptune on the 20th at 20 degree and 37. Neptune is very slow. The sun is faster. Okay, so Neptune is going to ingress into Aries 10 days on the 30th. Now the sun enters first, but we still feel that energy. The energy that we're starting a new chapter in our life, a new era. On the mundane level, all these things you see on the collective, on countries like the States, United States of America, because that old paradigm that was under the rulership of Saturn or the Capricornian age is crumbling. Those government, those authorities, those, corrupt government, corrupt bureaucrat, it's ending, whether you like it or not. And I know there are lots of people are confused. How are we going to deal with this new thing? What are we going to do? I'm scared. What's going to happen to me? But you have to embrace it. Okay? Because Saturn in May, okay, is going to ingress into Aries as well at the end of May. Remember, I spoke about it in length in my Saturn video that I uploaded into YouTube on the in December. Please go back and watch. You will see every single word, every single thing I predicted. Okay? In that video, it's happening now. It's happening and we're seeing it. So you need to trust, you need to believe. Okay? We are entering into a new era. You have to embrace what gifts you have, your talents. Once again, you're unique in a certain way. There's something different within you than everybody else. So you need to embrace it. You need to, use that gift, use that talent. A change is imminent. A change is imminent. Don't try to dispute it or protest, or even if you try, you're going to fail. And I'm telling you this because I know there are so many astrologers are fear mongers. Okay? And they're spreading lies. Once again, Neptune is deception as well and lies. Neptune rules over that. Neptune rules over anything hidden. We can't see, including virus, bacteria, hidden, unseen particles, germs, deception, hacking, scamming. And also we have Mercury retrograde. That's also under the rulership of, Mercury retrograde. Social media rumors and this mainstream media brainwash and manipulation. That's all under Mercury. Okay? Spreading lies. There are so many liars over there. The ones who are, those, they call themselves activists and spiritual elites. They are liars. They're spreading rumors. They're lying to you. They're telling you things that's not going to happen. Okay? You have to believe that era of corruption is ending under the rulership of Saturn, of Capricorn. All those governments, all those bureaucrats, all those old system, it's dismantled. You see President Trump dismantling so many systems and so many, like the education system and the government. I don't know if you've heard of USAID. Okay, I heard the other day a one who called herself as a professional astrologer. She's making fun of that, but no, she's lying to you. She's deceiving you. She's trying to spread rumors. The truth is that's the mission of President Trump, is to dismantle those systems, those organizations, because they did not work. Because they are all based off deception and fraud. They're stealing taxpayers' money. And you know what, guys? That's it. I'm going to say it to 1,000,000 times. Those systems and organizations and authorities are crumbling. They're built of, when you build, the notion or the saying of ballast belt of sand, that's what it is. Okay? That's what it is. Built out of sand. It's not gonna last because it's built out of illusion. Shaky foundation. So that's why they are being dismantled. They are being crumbling. They're being crumpled or destroyed, demolished. So that we are fresh, new start in this new era. Okay? Neptune enters into Aries, and then Saturn at the end of May, we are entering a new era. We are already in the Aquarian age. The invention, innovation, technology, advancement, and so on. You see, during President Biden, those astronauts, they were hostages in the space for 9 months. He did not do anything about these astronauts. Elon Musk, that he was criticized and people are trying to destroy his business, who actually owns SpaceX, sent a spaceship, sent a ship to, save those astronauts. Just a couple of days ago. Why this hate against Elon Musk? I don't know. Because he's trying to save your money. He's trying to save the government, the new government. He's trying to save that, to stop the wasteful money, the wasteful spending. Guys, whatever those idiots are doing, the Democrats or the liberals in Canada or the Democrats in the States, it's crumbling, it's demolished. No matter how long it takes, okay? We are entering a new era, whether you like it or not. So you need to be prepared to deal with this new era, okay? This new energy. You need to start over. You feel like you are really connected to who you are. And once again, it depends on who you are. It depends on the placement or what's the aspect that the sun or all these planets in Aries, what's going to do with you in your natal chart. And look, guys, this is not going to make any square with Mars, okay? It's not going to make square with Mars. And it's going to take a while for the sun to square Mars. So don't worry about it, okay? Now also the sun rules over Leo. And it's exalted in Aries. So the feeling of happiness, the feeling of I want to take care of my family, my children, my people. Obviously, everything in Aries is under the rulership of Mars, which is in Cancer. My people, my homeland, my family, my values, myself, my siblings, everything related to your house, your family, your roots, and so on and so forth. Okay? So, with Venus and Mercury retrograde, because in a couple of days after the 20th, we will have Venus Cazimi. And I'm going to talk about it. But this is all the energy of reevaluate. I'm saying it again. Everything. Reshape your story. Rebrand yourself. Repair something. Okay? Retry. Redo it. Reinvent yourself. Recreate. Everything. Okay? Until you succeed. And that's the energy of Aries. Aries is like, I am in this world and I know the divine has my back. God has my back. I'm taking leap of faith. And even if I fail, because I'm alone, okay, and it's just me, I'm going to try again and try over and over. I will never give up. That's the energy of Aries. It's very beautiful energy. I don't know what giving up means. I don't give up and I don't give in. The energy of the warrior, the energy of the fighter. Okay? Because it's ruled by Mars. That's the energy. We all gonna feel it. And especially if you are cardinal sign, you're gonna feel this energy now. I'm recording this on the 17th, just 3 days before the 20th. The energy is very potent. So you feel you're so passionate about what you're doing. Okay? And passionate about what fulfills you. And that's what you're going to do because you are embracing your uniqueness. You are embracing your individuality. Okay? And remember, no matter what Saturn or Neptune, the negative, the lower vibes of Saturn and Neptune, make you feel like you're disappointed, you don't know what's going to happen, you're uncertain, you are afraid, you are scared, there are blockages, you could fail, all of these feelings. Okay? Remember, no matter how many doors are locked at your face, try something else. Keep trying. That's the Sun in Aries. Try the window. If all doors are closed, then use the window. Okay? There will be new door open. Okay? And you will learn only when you fail. You're not going to learn. You're going to do something and it's going to fail. And when you fail, that's when you learn that you are not supposed to, try the same pattern or allow this pattern to be repetitive in your life or go through the cycle again, if you know what I mean. But if you repeat the same cycle or same pattern, then you did not learn your lesson. And that's what Saturn is. The higher vibration of Saturn is that we are supposed to be disciplined, discipline ourselves, be patient. Okay? Learn it the hard way in order to succeed, in order to reach the peak of the mountain. That's the energy of Saturn. Remember, when the Sun enters into Aries, that's the spring equinox, that's also the actual zodiacal year or astrological year. Okay? Not only that, when the Sun enters into Aries, the International Astrology Day, it's called the International Astrology Day, is celebrated around the world on March the 20th. Okay? And that's that's the energy we all feel on the collective. So, on March 22nd at 21:07 p.m., my time in Toronto, Canada, Eastern Standard Time, we will have, as you see in the chart here, Venus Cazimi. The Sun and Venus are united, okay, or conjunct one another at 2 degrees and 39 minutes in Aries. We're talking about March 22nd. Now, 2 days later, the Sun is going to conjunct Mercury on the 24th. And it's a Mercury Cazimi as well. But let's focus on the 22nd. Now, you notice, guys, even though the Sun is at 2 degrees and 39 minutes Aries, is still very close to Neptune and the North Node, as well as Mercury. On the same day, we see that the Moon is in Capricorn, and the Moon now is at the last quarter. Okay? The Moon is at 9 degrees 14 minutes, forming a square with the Sun and with Mercury and with Venus. Actually, earlier that day, on the 22nd, the Moon will form an exact square with with Venus, Mercury, and the Sun. Not the Sun, but it is still within 7 degrees, but with these planets. Actually, also with the Sun, because, when the Moon moves from Sagittarius into Aries, it's going to go over the first degrees, right? Until, as I said, 21 at 7 p.m. 21 is 9 p.m., right? So, it already formed a square with the Sun and during the day, last quarter, okay? And the Moon here in Capricorn is ruled by who? Saturn. So the feeling you have on the 22nd is that, what the heck is going on in my life? Why I have to deal with all these obstacles? Why I have to deal with all these issues? I am freaking sick and tired of this. All these blockages? The tension is very strong, or that intense feelings, because it's ruled by the moon is our emotion, and is ruled by Saturn because it's in Capricorn. Even though the sun is forming a conjunction, a Cazimi with Venus. But what's a Cazimi here? And Venus is retrograde. So the sun is obviously way much stronger than Venus, and is shedding the light on what you need to reevaluate. What's revisiting your life. It could be a relationship, and I spoke about it earlier in the previous segments. It could be, I don't know, relationship with your money. Because, for example, for Aries, and I'm going to talk about each of the zodiac signs, right? For Aries, Venus is ruled over your 2nd house and your 7th house. Your money, your values, the money coming from your income source or your income source, and your relationship with everybody. Your romantic relationship, your relationship with your spouse, your relationship with your enemies, your relationship with your job, So you are reevaluating. And remember, do not take any new steps. Do not change. Do not, and Venus is in your sign. And I'm going to speak about each of the zodiac signs. But the idea here is these things that we are reevaluating, revisiting, or the things that resurfacing in our lives, the spotlight is on it. The sun is shedding a light on it, so that we have to pay attention to it. Okay? Even though Saturn, it's giving you the energy of, oh my God, I did not pay attention. It's my fault. It's like you're beating up yourself. It's like you're blaming your failure and everything, and you are beating up yourself. That's basically what it is. Oh, it's my fault. Oh, I didn't pay attention. Oh, I'm repeating the same pattern. Oh, this and that. That's what Saturn is. Gives you that feeling of beating yourself. Imagine your father, because that's what Saturn is telling you. Oh, it's your fault. You failed because you didn't study. That's the energy of Saturn on us. But the sun in Aries, okay, with the conjunction or the Cazimi with Venus, is we need to overcome that. We need to let go of it. We need to reevaluate it and learn from our lesson. But also Saturn is, you need to learn from these lessons. Just don't repeat it again. Don't do it again. Okay? Don't rush into, making a decision. You need to resolve the issue. Instead of repeating the same pattern, you need to resolve this issue. And in fact, despite all the challenges, because you know what? Challenges are motivational. Challenges are motivating you to take action, to initiate something new. You know what, guys? I'm a Cancer, okay? I'm a Cancer sun rising. My moon in Sagittarius, and I spoke a lot about my chart before. Believe it or not, when I am facing any challenge, and I'm talking about very difficult situation, obstacle, blockage, I notice that I am motivated when I am challenged. I am more motivated. I just take action. It's not that I take irrational action. No, it's actually the complete opposite. I take proper action when I am challenged. It's like Mercury, because Mercury is very close to Mercury is close to my sun, right? In Cancer, it's like the intuition and the gut feelings and all my sixth senses and my spirituality kicked in. And my brain is like functioning only when I'm hit with an obstacle. Okay? That's what Mercury does to me. You have to do it now. And Mars as well. And I'm not going to say where Mars is, because Mars in my chart is in a very potent spot, in a very potent house. So Mars is always push me to take action. I am an action-oriented type of person. I know I don't know what procrastinating means. I don't procrastinate. I just do things. I just do it. So enough of talking about me, but that's what it is. You are motivated when you are facing a challenge. But if you are going to sit in your bed, okay, or in a corner of your house, and no, let God take care. No. God didn't say, sleep on it and I'll send you something or someone to take care of you. No, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. God doesn't give a shit about your misery. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. You need to take yourself out of the shithole that you put yourself into it. God didn't put you in that shithole. God gave you the will to take action, the control of your actions, basically, what you're doing. You have control over it. Your thoughts create your reality. And I'm going to say it again. Your thoughts create you. If you are pessimistic, if you are always thinking, I have obstacles, I can't do it, I am weak, I am this and that, I don't have this, then that's your thoughts. Then you're going to be faced with all kind of obstacles, with all kind of blockages. But if your thought is like, no, I can do it, Aries, I am motivated, I am strong enough, I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to try again and retry, but I'm not going to repeat the same pattern, then you are going to create your reality, which is success, manifestation. You're going to be like the magician. You are using the power of the divine in you, the energy of the divine, because the divine or God gives us their energy. We have God breathed into us, right? So God is energy in us. We have it. We own it. We have the will and power to take care of ourselves. We don't just stay in one corner and we can't do it. And that's the energy of Aries. All these planets in Aries is in order for us to take action and move forward. Okay? And focus on resolving the issue, not repeating the same pattern or the same cycle. So our focus should be on how to resolve the issue, the problem. The focus is not on repetitive patterns or repetitive cycle. Okay? And accordingly, you are going to take your decision, or you're going to make your decision. You have control over your life and your actions. You have no control on other people's action. If an ex came back into your life, you have no control over it. That ex decided to revisit you, but you control yourself. Are you going to, respond to them? Are you going to go through the same cycle with this ex? Again, I'm just giving you an example, whatever. Ex, previous situation, previous cycle, previous chapter. How you react to it, that's what you have control over. You need to be responsible. Even if it seems hard and difficult and tough and even if it seems hard, doesn't matter. Saturn is teaching you to be disciplined and be patient and take it one step at a time and try again. Even if you failed, even if there are difficulties and there are obstacles. I don't need to repeat myself, guys. You need to understand. Okay? We are entering a new era. We are entering a new era. New energy. Neptune in Aries and Saturn joining at the end of May. This is a new paradigm, new era. The old paradigm that's under the rulership of Capricorn or Saturn, which is, I'm talking about the lower vibration, that is the authority and corrupt government and
bureaucrats and fraud and taking advantage of you and taking advantage of, taxpayers and wasteful money and all this shit, that's ending. The deception, okay? These people that they're trying to deceive us, oh no, President Trump is tyrant and President Trump and this, no, that's bullshit. Believe me, guys. Go watch my Saturn video, okay? President Trump is taking it upon himself, and the people who are around him, who are supporting him, those powerful people, to initiate and to create this new government, this new era, this new paradigm that's going to be serving your higher purpose. Okay? For some people, it's gonna take them a while to believe in it, but that's what it is. It's up to you, believe it or not. Takes you 100 years, I don't care. But I'm just telling you, don't follow those, false elite, false activists, false spiritual elites who are lying and trying to deceive you. Okay? We are entering a new chapter in our lives. We're not going back to that old chapter. And believe it or not, with Neptune entering into Aries, it's also inserting that belief, that trust into our hearts. Believe, trust. You are going to meet with a new people, a new situation that's going to align with your individuality, with your uniqueness, with your, high purpose, basically. Okay? There is going to be alignment. New doors are going to be open for you. So you have to believe and you have to trust and never give up. And I'll see you in the reading for each of the zodiac signs.